G'day web surfers, I'm Kabbaway, and today I wanted to take some time to talk about what was probably the biggest and most exciting concert I have ever been to. So a couple of weeks ago, me, my girlfriend, and some of her family members went to see Elton John in one of his many shows for his farewell tour. I was raised to appreciate all different kinds of music, from rock and roll to opera, so it's pretty obvious that a bit of Elton John would have been sprinkled in there at some point during my childhood, but I always enjoyed his songs. Everyone knows that there's always at least one Elton John song that just gets hooked in your mind and you can't stop listening to it. But anyway, I've always had respect for Elton John for the amazing artistic accomplishments he has achieved in his lifetime. Like, he is one of the most successful artists of all time. And love him or hate him, you've got to respect him for that. But it wasn't until May last year, when my girlfriend and I went to see Rocketman, that I actually developed a profound appreciation for him as a person. Because watching that movie made me realize the effect his life had on him, and some of his struggles as a gay man I could relate to. His struggle with mental health. Let's just say that a lot of the issues that Elton John had in his earlier life, some of them I can kind of relate to. No, I'm not talking about sex, drugs, alcohol. Yeah, no. That's not me, but yeah. I saw Rocketman at a time in my life where I was struggling, and seeing that movie at that particular time provided me with a lot of inspiration and hope and newfound respect and admiration for Elton John for having gone through all that and yet accomplished so much in spite of that. So fast forward a few months and we found out that Elton John was going on a farewell tour, and we wanted to get tickets to one of his shows, but us being us, we procrastinated and got distracted by Christmas, New Year's and all that. And then one fateful Sunday, a friend of ours sent us a picture their relatives had sent them, and they were at Hope Estate going to see Elton John. And that kind of reminded us, oh shit, we were gonna get Elton John tickets. So we were looking around at all the different venues looking for tickets. And just out of curiosity, we checked out this particular venue where the parents were. And to our absolute surprise, there were last-minute tickets that hadn't been put up on the site before for $139. This wasn't just a ticket for out on the green, up on the hill. This was actually seated areas relatively close to the stage. $139. We went absolutely crazy. We called my girlfriend's sister in, we called up their cousin, and we got ready in like 5 minutes and we went straight to the concert. Mind you, this was at 6 in the afternoon, the show was beginning at 8, and we were well and truly over an hour away, so we only had a very small window of opportunity to make it. Fortunately, we made it with a few minutes to spare and we got there just in time to see the show. So, without further ado, here's some footage I managed to get of the actual show itself. Enjoy!
special relationship to me, both personally and professionally. And the way we write songs is a little different to how most people write. He gives me a lyric, I go away to another room, close the door, put the lyric on the piano, read the title, and then I start reading the lyric. And because he's such a great storyteller, as I'm reading the lyric, a little movie appears in my head. So I'm visualizing the song as well as thinking what it might be sounding like. By the time I get to the end, I kind of know what tempo the song will be. I kind of know what genre the music might be. And then I put my hands on the keyboard and I hope for the best. And so far, so good. Oh, I want to see my chieftain with my walnuts and my woman, for it told that the yellow would very soon be leaving home. To the album is so personal about how Bernie and I struggled to make it as songwriters. All the doors that were slammed in our faces, all the disappointments we encountered along the way. I think this next song is probably the most personal on the record. Someone say my life should have made And I had a choice to either carry on like I was doing, or to maybe ask for help. I didn't want to ask for help because I saw it as a sign of weakness. But in the end, I had no alternative, because otherwise I would have died. So I decided to swallow my pride, and I asked for help, and I got it. So much help. And I became alive again, and I got sober, and I got clean. And I can't believe that I wasted so many of those years not asking for help because I was so proud and I thought it was a sign of weakness. And any of you struggling with anything out there and you don't want to share it because you feel ashamed, you're wasting your time. Ask a friend, ask somebody for help, because it will immediately make you feel better. Okay? And as a gay man, I didn't think I'd done enough to help the AIDS crisis during the 1980s. And I was ashamed about that. So when I got sober and clean, I set up the Elton John AIDS Foundation from my kitchen table in Atlanta. And never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined how far we would come as an organization, or how far we would come in the treatment of HIV and AIDS. In 1992, there was a drug called AZT, and it was absolutely useless, and people just died. Now, in 2020, there's no need for anyone in the world to die of this disease anymore. We don't have a cure, we don't have a vaccine, but we have the drugs to stop the spread of this disease. All we need to do is to get the prices of the drugs down, to get the drugs to the impoverished people that need them the most, and to stop the stupid stigma that still surrounds this disease even today. It's incredible to think that people are still afraid to get tested, because if they are HIV, their families will disown them and they will be thrown out of their homes. And that happens all the time in America today, which is absolutely disgraceful. And so I vow, as long as I live, I will fight and see the end of this pandemic. And one thing I've learned as I get older, and I'm getting older, is the incredible, extraordinary healing power of love and compassion. We live in a world where we shout at each other, and it's the weirdest world that I can ever remember. And we really need to be loving towards each other, no matter what opinions we have about politics, religion, or whatever. And we need to embrace each other a little bit more and put down our social media and actually talk to each other. And I believe love is the cure for what ails our terrible, sick world today.
So yeah, that was pretty much the gist of the Elton John concert I went to. It was really hard to summarize a 2.5 hour event into just a couple of minutes. But obviously, I can't put all the footage on YouTube because of copyright. However, if you do want to see more of the footage I got for this concert, let me know, because in that case I might be able to make a Google Drive folder and have it public so that you guys can see more of this amazing concert. I just wanted to finish up by personally thanking Elton John for being an inspiration to me and countless other people, and for putting his talents, hard work, money and social power into really good uses, from inspiring us to helping those in need. And I also wanted to thank him for going on tour one last time so that young people like me actually get the chance to see a legend like him perform. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you all later. Bye!